Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mark Loeffler Experience. Today, we're going to be talking about the truth about passive income real estate investing. How much money can you make in a passive income real estate investing strategy? Is it really passive income? Few investments have created as much wealth as real estate. Investment in land and property seems to be the only true constant across history of investing and wealth building, but is it truly passive income? What is passive income? Passive income is technically an income you receive on a regular basis that involves little effort on your part. You get paid every month, quarter, or year, but do not participate in the management or contribute work in the investment. What might be a couple of passive investments that you might have? If you have dividends from a stock, say, well, that's passive. Other than putting the money in to invest in it, you did not have to do anything to get that dividend other than own the stock. Therefore, you didn't have to put any work or effort into it. I owned a lot of real estate and none of it was truly passive for me because I was the one managing the managers. I was attending the property. I was meeting contractors. That wasn't passive. People talk about, I want to retire and I want to go to my Belize and I'm going to do it on real estate. I was having this conversation with a couple of real estate investors just yesterday and we're like, well, how do you do that? How do you make that happen? Obviously, there's a couple ways to do that. And is it still passive? Who knows? Russell Westcott this was his strategy. He was going to buy 100 homes. And then he was going to gain equity in them, sell off a whole bunch of them. Actually, I think it was 50 homes, sell off 40 of them, pay off 10 that he owned full and outright, and he would just live off the income from that. Now, again, is that truly passive? You comment down below, you tell me. The other ways, obviously, for real estate agents or investors, because I mean, we're talking about passive income. The goal about passive income is to get more passive income than your expenses. That's how you get financial freedom. You can pay all your expenses with your passive income. And when you do that, you get out of the rat race. As per Robert Kiyosaki, Cash Flow 101, right? And once you get out of the rat race, well, if your passive income is greater than your expenses, you just earn money that much faster because any money you do make just goes back into investing, typically, because you've formed that habit. There's lots of strategies, obviously, that people retire from with real estate. You know, a lot of people right now you see on Instagram that are doing Airbnb. They are killing it with Airbnb. They're making a bucket load of money, whether it be short-term rentals by hospitals or vacation rentals, whatever that may be. They're making great money. Again, that's a business. They own a business that is in the short... Essentially, they own a hotel. So unless they get big enough that they can hire staff, but then you have staff, and is that really passive? The old way of that was student rentals. A lot of people I know had student rentals and they were able to retire because of the cash flow from those student rentals. But basically, they were managing those student rentals, and that's what they were doing. So again, not truly passive. So what are some of the truly passive forms of real estate investing? Well, again, you could invest in a REIT. You have no say in the management of it. You know, they will pay you a dividend monthly, quarterly, yearly. You could be the joint venture partner. So you could be the money partner with somebody like a Mandy Branham or like ourselves or something like that, where we do all the work and you make a return. Obviously, we've talked about it a bit with Quentin the other time, but like he invested in this company that he bought a small portion of that he's getting dividend from. You know, there's things like Addy Invest that you can go. They're truly passive because again, you put the money in and you don't have to do any work. I honestly recommend though, you make real estate part of your active real estate investing. So if you watch my last video on taking $100,000 to $1 million in 4 years, that's because you're an active real estate investor. So you're running a business. Mark's best way to run this is whatever you're going to do in real estate is to follow a BRRRR model. So if you are going to do Airbnb, find something that needs work to fix it up and then Airbnb it, just because you're going to get that much greater return. And we're not even going to talk about flipping or anything like that. Like that's obviously not passive. Crowdfunding, REITs, that's totally passive. But even if you own a home, you know, you have the greatest tenants in the world, it's never going to be truly passive. You're always going to have to do something to manage that property. I honestly think this is a myth out there that's perpetrated by some of these gurus that say, hey, come get this, get rich quick, all this passive income. No, none of it's passive. I think the key is, at the end of the day, if that's what your goal is to have a system and a model that you're going to follow that's going to allow you to be able to do it from anywhere in the world, number one. Number two, to do it in, 30 to 60 minutes a day, because then that allows you the rest of that time to be able to do what you want. If you were retired, then it allows you to be able to live your life. A lot of people out there, and this is what they're doing. This is the Airbnb people I follow are doing this extremely well, where they create a business and a model that they can do from anywhere else in the world, which I think I need to learn from. I mean, it's still beautiful weather here in November. One of my predictions did come true that we are golfing in November. Check out my Instagram stories for that. Is investing in real estate truly passive? Leave me a comment down below. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you guys next time. Have a great weekend.